My people, I welcome you once again to my channel, Princesses, the home of information and rightful dissemination of events happening, current events and details where we need to get ourselves abreasted with current events, especially with disbursement on Theobarth and the Uaag grant. I think people have waited enough, and it has come to the point where we need to start asking ourselves some serious questions which borders on some unanswered questions. Over time, we've had Theophilus said nobody has ever collected his mandate from him. And if you know anyone that said he has the mandate, he should bring it out. Then at the point I also had where he said that he's going to shift the poll. If Uaag keep talking, if Uaag keep boasting, that the more they boast, the more he will shift the goalpost. What does it mean by that? He wouldn't have to disburse because he has the mandate with him. And Uaag comes out to say they are the rightful owner of this grant. It's not Theophilus. Who should we believe? Who should we get to believe? Optimally, the beneficiaries are the one at the brunt side of all this saga. I think there is something they are not telling us. In between Theobarth and Uaag, there are some discrepancies. There are some hidden stuffs that we're yet to understand and that is yet to be brought to the fore. We've always been hearing the fact that we needed to pray and pray and pray. I think we've been praying. Nigerians know how to pray. They've prayed a lot. But it's like the prayers are not working because some people are at the crevice and trying to eat the fabrics of what the solution could be or turn out to be. Now, it's still an alarming thing for me to think if there is a possibility of one donor to give two NGOs the same money. If Uaag says that they are the owner and Theobarth says no one has ever seized his mandate from him, and the donor has not come out to say no, you are not the owner of the mandate, and to say no, Uaag is not the rightful owner of the grant, so who should we believe? I think there is some hanky-panky games there that we're yet to understand. Uaag has never collected a dime from anybody, but with Theobarth you have to pay through your nose. You pay all the way through. You pay for this and pay for that, yet the money is yet to be seen. I think we should begin to ask ourselves some questions in this country called Nigeria. Is it a bad fortune that every grant that has come into this country at one time or the other, people have had to suffer from Sem to Telpicon to Golden Bridge to Osea? You can name them. The list is endless. Theobarth looks a little bit promising and people followed hard with their hard-earned money. They followed with their heart. They trusted. Some plunged in millions and stuffs just to see this come out. Promises came upon promises, yet today is the 28th day of December. Few days to the end of 2022. Stories. There is something some people are not telling us. There is something some people are not telling us. Well, we get to hear again from one of the concerned NGO leaders who has come out to also say one or two things that borders on Theobarth grant. Please stay put and try to get all you need to get from here. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to our channel, Princesses channel, It's a home of information, and we love you. We want you to always be with us. We'd always like to see your presence around. You can criticize us, yeah, fine, constructively though. Leave your comment, pass your messages, like and share, and boom, together we'll enjoy the ride of a lifetime. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone in the Grand Colony in Nigeria. My name is Festus Onyenemeku Onyenowahi. It has become very expedient that at this point in time that we should speak on the saga that is all over the social media in the Grand community. As an NGO owner, I have listened and watched with keen interest the unfoldings in the Grand community. We started this ground right from the days of Donald up until now. And with keen interest have we observed what has been going on. A whole lot of people have been saying, why are the NGO owners not saying anything? Dear subscribers, you do not subscribe for messages and voice notes. You subscribe for money. It pains me at any point in time when some of the subscribers under my NGO will be calling me for updates. Some of the updates are not something to listen to, though many of them are on point. But I want to say on this point some of the things that are happening in the Grand community that we should ponder over. A whole lot of messages are listening to one that is so annoying concerning Theobarth and all the rest. We subscribe to Theobarth grants not for stories and rhetoric and the blame and upon blame on each other. We subscribe for money. And for those who are rattling and blaming or saying ill about UAAG, I am not a fan of UAAG. I registered for Theobarth grants. But you see, when the crocodiles start eating their eggs, I wonder what they will not do to the frogs. Theobarth has taken so long from, this is exactly getting to 3 years since we registered with Theobarth. Nothing has happened. All of a sudden, we heard of UAAG coming out to say that the grants that Theobarth has been clamoring to disburse, they are the rightful owner of that grant. Come to think of it, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters in the Grand Colony, Theobarth grant is not the only grant that we have ventured into. We ventured into SEM, Tepecom and all the rest. I will not be naming them one after the other, but I want you to consider my point. When SEM was doing his own grant and we were all there following, Tepecom came when SEM failed. They never told us that the grants they want to bring is SEM. Tepecom never had any issue with SEM because they are two independent bodies that can never, there are two bodies that can never meet, two parallel lines that cannot meet, different organizations. And then we had, when Theobarth came, a different organization had no problem with Tepecom. Commonwealth came, had no problem with Theobarth. Golden Bridge came, had no problem. Mama Supreme came. Each of these grants that came up, Osim Grant, Osai, and King David, and all the rest of them, had no problem with each other because they are different organizations. And none of them, one particular thing about all is no one has been able to discuss. That is, by the way, that is not my point. But all of a sudden this year, UAAG came up that they are the owners of the money that Theobarth is claiming to disburse. Come to think of it, Catholic Church wants to do bazaar, and then Anglican Church is having problem over it. Can you think about it? Is it reasonable? These are two different churches. So what am I trying to say? There must be something Theobarth have not told us concerning him and UAAG, which we all must think about and try to unravel. For 3 years now, Theobarth has not been able to give anybody a penny, always posting, always asking us to pray. We are almost there, 202%, and all this until today. And then these people came up, UAAG, to say they are the owner of this grant. UAAG never asked us to pay a dime. They never collected 20,000. They never collected 250,000 for corporate funds. They never collected any dime. They never collected anything. Not even for a day did they ask anybody to bring money. But Theobarth has collected. You go there to submit your profile, you pay 1,000. You want to download the disbursement guide, 5,000. You subscribe, 250,000. You pay for cluster, 20,000. And then the almighty 500,000 came on board. And yet, up until now, he has not disbursed. Can't you ask yourself question, does this man really have this money? Why would UAAG come to claim Theobarth money? If Theobarth is real, if Theobarth is truthful, then doesn't he have a donor? Won't you go back to the donors and say, the money you gave to me, somebody is claiming it. Is it possible for a donor to give 2 NGOs one money? Oh, come on. And yet nobody wants to think about it. He said the government is the one stopping. The government never did. Now, how on earth will you tell me that a different organization is stopping the other from disbursing? That is, even if they are twin brothers.
If you're new to this channel, I want you to subscribe, like, share, press the notification button so you can always get to receive new updates, new information, in fact, first class update from us concerning any events happening, transpiring at the nick of time. You would receive from us. We don't want you to lose faith. No, we don't want you to lose hope. We don't even want you to lose trust. Yes, a lot has happened over the past years. Expectations have been messed up. Hope almost dashed, but there is yet hope. If it is big enough to worry about, it is big enough to pray about. We don't want you to lose hope. Keep still. It will be fine. The Lord bless you. Thank you.